So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. We're up and running then. That's a little off target. Great vision. And he welcomes Pulisic! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Numero 11.
Inter Milan gain their reward with an early goal. And here's Rafael Leao. It's Van Basten! Oh, good finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now, can they get him away? Donatoni plays it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Inter Milan are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Van Basten. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tries to get it clear. Van Basten! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Gaetano. Nice looking ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And the pass is intercepted. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now it's Folorunso. Tries to pass it through. Look at the space here. Corner. Sebastiano Esposito with the short one. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Folorunso. Donatoni. Shapes to shoot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Esposito. Now it's Folorunsho. Folorunsho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's going to go a long way. And that's a throw-in. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. And they've got a throw. Rafael Leao has it out wide and in space. And back out. Rafael Leao receives it. Decent chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's made its way to him. Can he get on the end of this? Opts for safety. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Pulisic looking understandably energised after his goal. Lovely, and the shot! No, not quite.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Gaetano. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And Folorunsho. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Delivered with swing. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's lofted through here. And he shoots! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Gaetano. Esposito.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Squeeze it through. Gaetano. Esposito. The muscular approach does pay off here. Pulisic. Oh, it's Van Basten. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Searching pass he's played there. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Inter absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Inter Milan marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10. Lascia il campo.
So right back into the action.
Numero 56.
Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Van Basten. Looking to play him in. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Front-footed pressing going on here. That's an imaginative pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, terrible pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Van Basten. The ball is loose and the chase is on. There's the shot! And it's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Things looking so easy, almost too... Oh, good climb! And there's a goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Looking for options for movement. Well timed, excellent interception.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Played for a goal kick.
53 spettatori.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Now that looks a decent ball. Pulisic. Oh, super ball. Real chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Knocks it into space. Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Takes a shot! Goal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan making further changes here, and in quick succession. Pulisic taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
19.
And it's Fofana. And that could set him on his... Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he can thump it away. Ball is over the line. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Okafor. Chance to deliver. Salamakers! No joy, but a decent try. Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Gaetano just eases him off the ball. Now it's Van Basten. Salamakers. for Lorenzo. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Goes for a shot! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Inter certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Now the ball in. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Winter. Ambitious ball here. He's going for goal! Superb from Nkunku! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Basten, it's Van Basten!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through. He is through here. That's a throw. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Looking for the far post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Van Basten. Looking for the run. Now it's Selmakers. He's had a shot! In he goes again! Oh, crossbar! Tries to dink it through. He's shooting! Well, that is one way to stop him. Stood up well to him. Ah, he's given it away! And he is dashing away. Shot could be on. Costa Curta with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Zé Pedro. Picked out brilliantly. And smartly reclaimed. Now the delivery. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones.
And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Inter Milan break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. And it's Serginho. And he plays one through. And that's a good finish. 2, and we've barely begun here.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Lovely pass, but shoots! Yes! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Inter Milan find a decent chance! And it's in! And there is his 30th goal. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That pass isn't the best. Threads one in. Serginho takes a shot. He's put his foot right through that one.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Donatoni. Oh, it's Van Basten. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, shooting chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
De Winter. Pulisic. Spread out to the left. He's found the way. And he shoots! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Pulisic. Looking for the run. Rafael Leao takes a shot! And he's missed it.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised. There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And it's made its way to him. That has been cut short. And it's Serginho. Looking for options for movement. The less said about that pass, the better. He's having a hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Serginho will not want to lose out here. He's having a shot! And he's taking no chances there. That's going up front in a hurry. Serginho. Real chance! No, that's just wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's hoisted clear. Can he finish? And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Pulisic. Now, can they get him away? Nicely shaped ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Rafael Leao! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Østegård. And he's done very well to take that back. Great vision. It's a promising position. Pulisic. And he's worked it through. Here's Rafael Leao. And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries one from range! And he steered it beyond the post.
Genova certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely weighted ball. Østigard makes the interception. Vitinha. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And the finish! And that has faded wide.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Vitinha. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
You can run onto that. Now it's Rafael Leao, delivered with chance! It's a loose ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Vitinha, played out to the left flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nkunku receives... And a chance! And that's a tidy finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Inter Milan have opted to make another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Østigard. Inter Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nkunku bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they win it back again. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He'll try from distance. Brought out the best in the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. He's having a pop! Oh, that was plenty on that.
The Vinter most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Vitinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And there's green grass ahead of him. Big chance! And there's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
How many? Just how many? Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Searching pass he's played there. So what can they make of this? Fofana was in no mood for any of that. Could move up a gear here. Can he get on the end of this? Okafor is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task duty, did he?
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Forced to go back. There's the shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Okafor! No, it's wide.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Junior Messias. Fofana. Nkunku finding himself in space. And that's been won straight back. Can he get it through? He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Okafor has it out wide and in space. It is a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Onana can get it clear. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, now he can run away with it. Costa Curta. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Nkunku. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Rabiot. Rabiot! And that is as much as we have time for. Inter Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Van Basten, very much the hero in this game. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight.
Modric.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Serbia has produced some fine defenders in recent times, Peter, and this player, Pavlovic, is about as physically dominant and uncompromising as they come. His game can look a bit chaotic at times, but that's just because of his all-action style. He's simply relentless.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. So that's got things underway. Ambitious ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Threads one in.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of...
Shot, surely! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There's the header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Van Basten. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He'll try from distance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Pulisic just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Rafael Leao duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now, can they get him away? Well read, nice interception. Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. Inter Milan look comfortable already. 2 to the good and Fluck. He's having a hit!
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they can counter here. Spread out to the left. And that has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this? And he's making progress on the ball.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Inter certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That has not gone well. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And they've got rid. Rafael Leao, there's the shot! And no mistake. But oh, it's offside.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Oh, it's come loose. Costa Curta. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. Oh, that was vital. And the counter is on. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the middle.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tomori, somewhat off target. Serginho. It's a really well-measured ball. Donatoni plays it. And a header! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that
one. A case now of complete control. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision. Spread neatly. And the finish! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Donadoni, aimed at the far side. Oh, good effort! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Serginho tries to pass it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Knocks it into space. And that's a good chance! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Numero 15.
Great defending, strong and determined. It's come to nothing. Now who's going to be first to this? Pulisic in acres of space out. Real chance! It's hit the crossbar. And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Inter really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Inter Milan are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. Down to business again. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that has been cleared. Pulisic. That's been slipped through. Donadoni is onto this. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Numero 15.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
There to retrieve it, and it's played in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. That's headed upfield. Serginho, and there's his chance to lead the counter. That looks a good ball through. It's Van Basten! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ball is over the line. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Rafael Leao taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice bit of trickery. Cross flung in towards the middle. Tries a shot! And no mistake. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's delightful. That's going across goal. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Space for him to turn and look. Hangs in across. And that should get the job done. Oh, good-looking ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Plays it across. Oh, important interception. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Lasciano il campo per il
It's
numero
made its way
17.
to him.
Il numero 12.
Oh, well played,
Il numero
well played.
56. Cambio di giocatori.
Played out to the left flank. Rabiot. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Rabiot. And a chance! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for the run. Van Basten! Oh, terrific save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Deftly away. And claimed it back swiftly. And back to the keeper they go. Van Basten being hunted in packs.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
That's a good run down the left. Now it's for fun. Chance for a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Okafor. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shot a goal! It's hit the upright. And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Goes for a shot! And he's heaved it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Okafor has it in a wide position, and he's certainly onside here. And he's managed... Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Five minutes to add. It's a promising position. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Van Basten. Now that looks a decent ball. And that has put paid to that. And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Van Basten just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the...
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So straight into the action. Always goal side.
Batistuta.
Drive. There's the shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, no joy this time.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rafael Leao has it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Çalhanoğlu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just eases him off the ball. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pulisic. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barella is onto this. Inter Milan are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
A lot of space ahead of him. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. He slid. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Good chance! Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So, third corner of the game. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball. And shifted it to the flank.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Çalhanoğlu considers his options. And it's Çalhanoğlu. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through. Oh, red, nice interception. Pulisic is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's a sharp pass. Martinez going forward. Takes a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Barella does really well to win the ball there. Zielinski, that's destined for the flank, not where it came from. Has to go back here. And Martinez! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pulisic, cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is Batistuta. Peruzzi clears without hesitation. Peruzzi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's there to get it away. Serginho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Zielinski. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's had a shot! Against the crossbar! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Cambio di giocatori.
Inter Milan get the second half started. Now it's Mkhitaryan. Now it's Rafael Leao. Barella. And it's made its way to him. Çalhanoğlu. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Zielinski. Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So what can they conjure from this one?
He might even be thinking about a pop here, Peter. I'm not sure how wise that might be.
Look at the space here. He'll try from distance. Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
That has been knocked clear. But they've got it again. Nice bit of trickery. Lovely feet. Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he finish? And no mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. A player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No way through. Played out towards the right wing. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. This looks promising. Corner it is then. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Serginho makes the interception. Mkhitaryan makes a move down the right. He's in a great position here. And he's lost his man here.
Thuram clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Gives it back. Good ball, good take. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Inter Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach. And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him. Thuram. And he's running through. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Looking for options for movement. Thuram. Now it's Barella. Thuram receives it in a good chance! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And they can counter here. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. Thuram gets flagged offside.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 24.
Time for a change in personnel. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Zielinski. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. And that is well cleared. Oh, super ball. Shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Thuram. Oh, good spread. And this is Mkhitaryan. He is through here. And the shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Inter Milan found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
But these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chance for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Zielinski. Now it's Barella. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Serginho. Milinkovic-Savic. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Inter Milan really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it.
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So straight into the action. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his...
Impressive jump! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Shot a goal! Oh, nearly. Pirlo. Now Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Pirlo. Here's a chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Kaká. Eto'o. And he's managed to get terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Mateus. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Eto'o. Oh, such a clever touch. Tries one from range. Oh, that is outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mateus with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's fabulous. Towering header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That has been cut short. Chiesa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot, and it's Eto'o. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Eto'o. Header! And that's in! They are purring, truly purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, oh, what has happened? It's Van Basten! And he's stuck it away. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now, can they get him away? Donatoni plays it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Van Basten proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kaká! Fantastic from Kaká! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's picked his... and he's decided to go for it. It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He is through here. Produces... Can he finish? And that is quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Now it's
recupero.
Kaká. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's having a go! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's another good win of the ball. Now he's got space here. Pirlo tries to pass it through. Real chance! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see...
And that is indeed the final act. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then. 45 minutes to change their fate. Batistuta, that's a dangerous ball. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him.
It's Van Basten! Well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Mateus.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Totti, and this is Totti. Mignon clears without hesitation. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a crunching tackle. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He's cut it out. Pirlo. Oh, it's Van Basten. Great ball if he can get there. And he's found a way past. Oh, Van Basten! It's run loose. Who's can he finish? And no mistake. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Skims one in. Shot could be... There's the shot! He's put it wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking to play him in. Will play through for the wide man. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance! He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pirlo. And it's Totti. Chiesa. Totti. It's Totti! And a neat finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Totti, he's found a way through. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That has not gone well. Played into space. No way through there. Can he spark a counter here? Driving on and making good progress. Totti picks it up out wide. He's got away. He's having a shot! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
How many? Just how many?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be up.
Decent chance! And it's in! Severely bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pirlo. Pirlo is fouled. Pirlo taking charge of the dead ball. And that has flown over.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Chiesa. Oh, this is a very good run. He goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Van Basten. Van Basten purring through the gears. And he shoots! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And that's aimed into the middle, well read, and the danger is averted. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as you...